Welcome back to another player build, y'all. Today we probably have a very long overdue one, and that is of course Jack Hughes of the New Jersey Devils. Let's not waste any of y'all time. Let's hop right into how to make this build for y'all. Let's get it. Now, to recreate Jack Hughes in ESHL, I feel like there's one archetype that really sticks out above all the rest, and that is of course a playmaker. Reason being, I mean, if y'all have seen him play, it's pretty self-explanatory. He is just one of the best at creating plays for his teammates. Whether it's backdoor passes, whether it's setting up an open shot, no matter the case, Jack Hughes is one of the best playmakers in the league, and I don't think there's any denying that. We were able to go with his actual height and weight, which is 5'11", 175 pounds. He does, of course, shoot left-handed, and abilities and boosts we will come back to as always. Now, first, for Jack Hughes' technique attributes, you probably already know what we're going to do here, but we are, of course, going to add 5 to speed and 4 to agility because Jack Hughes is just an absolutely remarkable skater. We are going to take 5 off balance, unfortunately, though, because since he is a little bit undersized, he does have a little bit of trouble sometimes getting knocked off the puck at times. Next, for Jack Hughes' power attributes, we're of course going to add 5 to acceleration as well, then add 1 to puck control and add 1 to wrist shot power as well, then take 5 off endurance, as like I always say, I'm just not focused on showing off the endurance for these player builds. After that, for your playstyle attributes, you're just going to add 5 to stick checking, add 2 to defensive awareness because Jack Hughes' defense has only gotten better throughout the year, so I did want to credit that a little bit, of course. Then we're just simply going to add 3 to passing, 1 to offensive awareness, then take 5 off your body checking as well. Then for your tenacity attributes, like with all these players pretty much, we're just simply going to add 5 to hand-eye, add 5 to strength, and take 5 off durability and 5 off shot blocking because durability and shot blocking with 99.9% of these players, we are just not focused on showing off either one of these attributes for these players. Then finally, for Jack Hughes' tactics attributes, we're of course going to add 5 to deking as Jack Hughes is a remarkable stick handler. Then we're going to add 2 to face-offs. Listen, I'm going to say this because I know y'all are wondering why I can't give some of these builds 90 face-offs, but Jack Hughes hasn't even hit 40% face-off percentage in any of his seasons so far in the league. So I just simply cannot justify giving him 90 faceoffs. Honestly, I probably could make it lower than 87 and justify that, but I at least want to give you a shot at winning these faceoffs with this Jack Hughes build. So 87 I felt like was fair enough for a center who definitely needs some work on the faceoffs for sure. But then we're going to add 2 to discipline as well and take 3 off of fighting skill. Now, going back to your abilities, for Jack Hughes' zone ability, I feel like it's pretty obvious that we need to go with at least one of the 2 passing ones, and the one that I decided to go with is tape to tape. Reason being is no matter where you are on the ice, Jack Hughes will find you and put the puck on your stick exactly tape to tape. No matter how far, no matter where you're at, Jack Hughes will always find you in a perfect tape to tape pass. So I felt like this was the perfect ability for him. Next, for Jack Hughes' superstar abilities, there is of course a bunch of different abilities that you could potentially give Jack Hughes, and it would be accurate as always. If you want to go with some different abilities to accurately represent him, you could of course go with that. But the ones that I decided to go with for our first one is ankle breaker. Reason being is a part of Jack Hughes being an incredible playmaker is him being able to create space. Part of him being able to create space is him being able to just make moves combined with his incredible speed, and ankle breaker shows that off absolutely perfectly. Then for his second one, I debated giving him close quarters, but I ultimately decided to give him make it snappy instead, because close quarters and make it snappy, they're very, very similar, but make it snappy, you can get to activate on wrist shots from a little bit further as well. So that's why I decided to give him make it snappy instead of close quarters. And finally, for Jack Hughes' boost, for his first one, we're actually going to go with disciplined IQ because, like I said, his defense is only getting better every single year, so I really wanted to show that off and credit that, of course. Then for our second one, we're actually going to go with controlled deking. Reason being, I felt like 88 was a little bit low for his deking. Get that up to 92 combined with ankle breaker. I feel like that is absolutely perfect for Jack Hughes. And this is how we recreated Jack Hughes right here in ESHL. Let's hop right into game 1 and show y'all the absolute damage that we can do with this Jack Hughes build. Let's get right into it for y'all. Let's get it. Here we are, fellas, hopping into game 1 with the Jack Hughes build. And listen, Jack Hughes, as a Flyers fan, definitely not one of my favorite players, but I would be lying if I said he was not an absolute freaking stud. Jack Hughes has been the absolute bread and butter for the Devils for a few years now, and I mean, they're obviously building around him, and reasonably so, because he has just been taking that team pretty much places where they have not been in quite a while now. Now, I know this year they obviously were not great by any means, but Jack Hughes was obviously hurt for most of this year, so he obviously didn't have much to do with that, and he was not the only one that plagued the Devils with injury. There was a lot of injuries up and down that whole Devils lineup. Ew, what a fucking nasty play from Jack Hughes there. Let's go, baby. We are on an absolute heater so far to start this one off. So let's see if we can keep it going. And I have a bad feeling these guys might end up leaving at some point, but it's okay if they do. Y'all already know the deal. If they do, we will end up hopping into a third game for y'all on this one, because I have a feeling this one may not be the longest. Ew, what a save. Yeah, you can't do that, buddy. I was obviously looking for Tanner, and that dude did not want Tanner to get that goal, to say the least. A short but absolutely incredible first game from the boys. As you see, 2 goals, 2 absolutely beautiful assists from this Jack Hughes build in game 1. But that was a super short one, so y'all will be seeing 3 games in this one. Let's hop right into game 2 for y'all, not waste any more of y'all time. Let's get right into it. Let's get it. Here we are, boys, hopping into game 2, where, like I said, that first one, I'll admit, it was definitely a little bit on the easier side. That is definitely how we drew that one up, I suppose. Oh, you know what? I can't be too mad at that, because I just got some bullshit ass goal on the last one too, so it is what it is. Alright, come on, Jack Hughes. We need a huge goal out of here, kid. There we go. What an absolute beauty. Absolutely roofed the backhand on the P shot. Oh, what a beautiful pass there from Jack Hughes, though. Oh, come on. All right, Tanner, let me see something here, kid. Get us another P shot goal. Let me see something. Let's go, boy. Nice shot. Save. Good fucking play, Tanner. Way to find me, kid. An absolute beautiful shot there from Jack Hughes. Sign up. Oh, that is quite unfortunate, to say the least. Dang, let's go, baby. That is 4 goals from this Jack Hughes build in the first period. Here we are, tying up, trying to tie up to start the second period, but it didn't quite work out, but luckily Tanner was still able to absolutely score that beautiful goal. But the whole point that I'm trying to make from that is that, of course, on this Jack Hughes build, you're going to be tying up a lot, because there was just no possible way in hell that I could give this Jack Hughes build 90 faceoffs. It would not have been reasonable. It wouldn't have been accurate. It just wouldn't have been right, and there's no other way to put it. So you will absolutely be tying up a lot on this build. If you verse a team that's not that great, you can probably still win a good amount of faceoffs, but admittedly, that is going to be a big thing that definitely does kill this build a bit in the end, and especially when it comes to our rankings. Go, go. Bang. Let's go. What an absolute beautiful shot from Jack Hughes there. Let's go, baby. Now, I'm looking at Jack Hughes' face-off percentage. I knew they were bad, but I probably should have even lowered his freaking face-offs. Given him what I gave him, I believe I gave him 87. That's probably even generous for Jack Hughes, because this dude hasn't even hit 40% face-off percentage on his career in a single season. And that is a bit rough as a center. Oh my gosh, good save. Go. Go, Tanner. They have a goalie, but not an actual goalie. I mean, I respect it, I guess. If you're going to do that, you might as well just keep your goalie back there. What are you doing? Let's see. Fuck. That's me. Now, I didn't really talk much about the Devils and Jack Hughes. I know I did kind of briefly mention that he was injured. They, of course, did get eliminated by the Canes in 5 games, or 4 games, actually. My apologies. So, I don't think that was really much of a surprise to anyone. If the Devils were fully healthy, that is definitely a different series, and I even could totally see if the Devils were able to take that series rather than the Canes sweeping them. And I wouldn't say it would be a sweep. It would definitely be a 6 or 7 game series for sure. But I think that series goes completely different with a healthy Jack Hughes and, of course, a few others that they were missing. Here we are, fellas, starting the 3rd period off, where hopefully we are able to just continue our dominance with this Jack Hughes build. Like I said, we are simply just looking for as many plays as we can possibly get still in this one, as many points. We just looking to rack it up and run up the score as much as humanly possible at this point, because why the hell not? Well, Joker's finally gonna get some action back here, so let me see some here, Jokes. Oh, he still saved it. What a save. What an absolute beauty. Sorry, I had to just be a little bit disrespectful about that one there. Now, like I said, I'm a big Philly fan, so, you know, Jack Hughes definitely not one of my favorite players because he is a New Jersey Devil, of course, but the whole story and everything with him, you know, kind of coming up 1st overall or projected 1st overall, then he kind of got doubted, and going to New Jersey, he most definitely got doubted for sure. People thought he was undersized, and he's done nothing but prove people wrong his whole career, and regardless of what team they are on or anything like that, I'll always have the utmost respect for people who can prove the haters wrong. All right, need another big save out of here, Joker. Let me see something, kid. Oh, is he doing it? Oh, he did it! Ew! That move is so fucking filthy. If y'all don't know about that, EA definitely needs to patch that, but you can only do that on Total Control. If you want a tutorial for that, spam it up down in the comments down below. I would be more than happy to give y'all one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another goal. I low-key don't know how their goalie is still in this game. I'd be lying to y'all if I said I did. There you go. Just skated into the net. If y'all gonna keep pulling your goalie, I mean, you know, like, it's just, they're making it a little too easy at this point. Oh, no! Boo! Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. Wow.
To fucking do the game crash.
A super unfortunate end to an incredible game. As you see, we had 7 goals, 2 assists, 9 out of our 11 points. I have no idea why it only shows that we have 1 goal, but y'all saw, obviously, we literally had 11 goals, and our goalie got freaking blue screen, so we ended up getting a fat L for this game, unfortunately, but we still were able to put up 9 points in this. We did put up 7 goals, and of course, Jack Hughes, an incredible playmaker. So let's hop right into game 3, where I promise to show y'all more dimes and more absolutely beautiful setups from this Jack Hughes build. Let's get right into it for y'all. Let's get it. Here we are, fellas, hopping into game 3 with this Jack Hughes build, where, like I said, I am going to be looking for a lot more setups this game. If I have the shot, obviously, I'm going to look for the shot. And, you know, if it's there on the back door, if it's there on the tap in, whatever, we'll absolutely take it. But we're also going to be showing off a little bit more of that this game, a little bit of that Jack Hughes defense, because Jack Hughes is actually a pretty solid defender, and his defense has only gotten really better pretty much every season that he's been in the league. So we, of course, want to show that off with this build a little bit more as well. This dude's gonna play this shit out of the fucking ass, of course. So I'm gonna have to take the shot. These dudes are gonna force me to take the shot for a second. All right, let's go, Tanner. Get us started here, kid. Break the ice for us. We could really use it right about now. There we go. What an absolute beauty from the kid. Wait, was that on me? I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know who that penalty was on. All right, here we are, hopping into period 2 after one of my worst periods of the year for sure. That was definitely not a good period whatsoever, but luckily we got 2 more of them, so let's lock it in right here. Let's absolutely cook these dudes for the rest of this game. Come on, get in. Bang. There we fucking go. Finally we made a nice freaking play with this Jack Hughes build in this one. I don't know why these dudes are giving me such a problem in this one, but I think we're finally starting to figure them out. Thank you. Great defense. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I tried to just get rid of that. Good saves. Ah, so fucking unlucky, man. Nice hit. Oh my fuck. Of course they're gonna call that too. Yeah, no. Let's go. What an absolute battle there from Jack Hughes, and a beautiful play by the fellas to get the momentum going into the third period. Let's fucking go. Here we are, fellas, hopping into the third period, and you already know we got to get into where this build is going to fall in our build rankings, of course. And I just got to admit, it's not terrible, but it's also not great. So let's get into where he's falling. Oh, nice. Wow, that got in. So this Jack Hughes build is actually going to be coming in at the number 9 spot, one below Nathan McKinnon now, and just above the Jack Eichel build, so he will be breaking the top 10. And the biggest reason for this is plain and simple. Like I said, he really lacks in the faceoffs, and as a center, I mean, that's just gonna kill a build. It has killed multiple of these builds, including the one that falls just above him and the Nathan McKinnon one. And yeah, it's going to kill this Jack Hughes build just as well. Fuck. Bang, there we go, baby. Listen, I know I said we were going for more assists in this one, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and this one is a lot more competitive than those last 2 games have been. So, of course, I do want to show y'all some blowouts where we, you know, put up a bunch of points, but I also want to show y'all some of these games where it is a little bit more competitive, and I do get to show off the defensive side of the build a little bit more, along with the playmaking, along with the incredible shot on this build. I feel like we've done a pretty good job at showing off everything in all 3 of these games here. Oh, it almost worked. Almost worked out still. Let's go. Listen, like I said, I was looking for the pass, but once we start passing it so much, they just kind of start playing it, and they really were kind of playing the pass this whole game. So we had to adjust. We made the adjustment in that third period and the back half of that second, and here we are up by 2 goals. Let's close this one out, fellas. Let's go. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. We need to hold them down here. Nice defense. I got it, Tanner. Fuck, man, I'm sorry. He was on me. He was playing the pass. I honestly wanted to get to my backhand, and I couldn't. Oh, yeah? There it is. There it is, baby. Like I said, it was tough to get the passes through on this one, but Jack Hughes finds a way to get a dime through in the clutch. Let's fucking go, boys. I did also forget to mention, too, when I was ranking this Jack Hughes build, of course, the lack of faceoffs is what is keeping this build down, and there's another beautiful assist from this Jack Hughes build, and that is a big part of the reason that this build is in the top 10. His mix of speed, incredible playmaking, decent little shot. He just kind of has a little bit of everything, but does lack in faceoffs, does kind of lack in that size department, which is why he is at number 9 and unfortunately not higher, not breaking the top 5 or anything like that. Absolutely incredible third game from the boys. As you see, we had 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 out of our 7 points on this Jack Hughes build in game 3. Like I said, we were looking for more passes, looking to play make a little bit more in this one, but unfortunately they were playing the pass until ultimately at the end we were able to get some passes through. So I hope y'all did enjoy this Jack Hughes build, and if you did enjoy this video and you are enjoying the series, please feel free to drop a like, comment any other players you want to see me recreate in ESHL down below, and sub with notifications so you don't miss your favorite players in the future. I greatly appreciate you boys watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.